What's up, guys? This is Tyler from V&D Productions 9009, and I thought I'd just hit you with another comic book review. This is the Marvel Mangaverse, X-Men issue 1. Now I know what you're thinking. Here, let me do an impression of you. You're like, whoa, why are you doing all these Marvel things, huh? You have something against Marvel? No, I don't. I love Marvel. It's just, you know, like all good things, they've made some mistakes. Good things that have made mistakes, namely Star Wars. Okay, so the basis of this comic book is that it's like the same essence, but the characters are anime designs. That's Storm. She looks about the same, not too much change. Here we have Rogue, same thing. Jean Grey. Might not have, been able to tell who she was, but let's be honest. You can, if you're gonna remodel Jean Grey, you can basically draw any girl with red hair and call it Jean Grey. Next is Cyclops. This is where it starts to get disappointing. Yes, that's Cyclops. Next is Wolverine, and then this girl. I still can't figure out who she is, and if you think the comic says her name or describes who she is somewhere in it, it doesn't. And it's like, wow, this is the first issue. They should, kind of tell who all the characters are. Okay. So the first thing is just a 2002 Paralympics ad with Frosted Flakes. Okay, on to the comic. So there's some color-washed people, just screwing around, and this girl knocks on a door, and she's like, hey. Yeah, it's Rogue, and guess where they're freaking instituted? It's on what is this? Okay, cut to a bar. Cut to the underside of that one girl from the cover. What they're doing is asking about Rogue to the manager guy. Wolverine's got this weird red bar on his face. Anyway, the manager doesn't really know where Rogue is, so Wolverine gets pretty pissed. And then guess who shows up? Nightcrawler. Yeah, that is Nightcrawler. Guess what? He's bad. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking there. I mean, that's like making a manga DC thing, which they probably already have, and making Batman bad. You don't do that. Moving on, for some reason they decided to interrogate Nightcrawler about Rogue, and then Nightcrawler does that creepy, seductive thing where he licks the face of the girl. Why is that in so many places? I mean, there was an Incredibles outtake where the evil guy with the weird hair licks the one girl's face. That's just gross. Okay, so Wolverine calls Nightcrawler a troll, and then he flips over one of his henchmen. He digs out the claws, which for some reason in this are like laser claws. Anyway, Nightcrawler teleports, and we finally get to see this girl's power. She shoots demons or something. They don't seem to be doing much to Nightcrawler. I still have no absolute clue who she is. And then guess who decides to drop in? Cyclops. Yay. Next we have an ad for Tang stuff, straw included, spitball sold separately. Ads in my older comic books, like late 80s, early 90s, are way more fun to read. Because, they were actually, written, and they're not just picture with words, or sometimes not even words. Moving on, they do this unrealistic thing where the spit flies straight out of their mouth. She wipes off her face and kicks him in the gut, and he does some super cool flips. Wolverine lunges at him with his claws, and there's a slash sound. Now, there are some sounds that make sense to do, but slash isn't one of them. Because, when you slash something, there isn't a sound. I guess it's a sound, but that's not really a good onomatopoeia. Try to make an onomatopoeia for this. You can't, can you? Bad guys beware. Team Prima villains and uninterested. Nightcrawler's tail hits that guy in the face, and he's like, "You're holding this, holy crap!" And friggin', yeah. Next, we have an ad for Ritz Bits sandwiches. It's actually a fold-in thing, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, does not amuse me. Back to the mansion, just talking, and Jean Grey has Rogue's Diary, and everybody's, yeah. So that's pretty much it. For some reason, Storm just like freaks the crap out, and I don't even know. Okay, so here's Storm explaining this like entire frickin' backstory.
Amanda Sefton and I were once sisters in a powerful coven of witches.
Yes, evidently Storm is now a witch. I mean, she was like a god, right? At first, now she's a witch. Lame. As the coven grew, so did Amanda's desire for power. She started practicing darker arts more quickly, increased her arcane abilities, and her growing arrogance. She took risks that no sane mystic would attempt alone. One fateful night, she summoned an electromagnetic demon named Magnus to Earth. Unable to contain his power by herself, the evil of Magnus has unleashed upon the coven. Amanda and I were able to fend him off and cast a spell, rendering him powerless. We then banish him to the Earth's electromagnetic field, where his spirit is still held captive by the stronger forces present there. With nowhere else to turn, Wolverine asked us to join his X-Men. I accepted, but Amanda spurned his offer. She feels magic puts her in a class above humans and mutants. Lame. Next page. Another frickin' ad. Muties. Forget protecting and saving a world that hates you. Just try surviving it. Hey kids, your glasses are, yeah. This ad is really weird though. Frickin' like stuff and like skeleton and eyes and more eyes and mouth. Weird, man. Okay, so in some turn of events they just decide to fly somewhere. So as you can see here, they started flying there, and through all these panels they must not have made it that far because, yeah, see, not very far. Next page. Okay, look, so they get to this place, and the freaking like, look, the Azure. Now this is where the fanboys would just freak the crap out if they don't like change. The Azure. That's Nightcrawler, that's Beast, and that's Mystique. Yeah, you heard me. Remember when Beast was like a lovable guy? Now look what he is. He's a frickin' monster. Some things are acceptable, but this is not. So they just fight it out, and Jean Grey's eyes like disappear, so that's pretty weird. So yeah, they just have a fist fight, and it's his arm, or back slashed. Here's another strange onomatopoeia. Yeah, Mystique looks different. She gets killed by Storm, and yeah. We see Jean Grey with Beast's mouth dripping over her, and this lady throws a thing at him. And guess what it does? Absolutely nothing. This girl sucks. Okay, so we have a giant frickin' thing of Cyclops charging up his laser, pretty much keeping a straight face the whole time, and yeah. Playing nice will get you nowhere.
Marvel Recharge collectible card game.
Inaugural edition to yeah, okay. Stuff, playing game, checklist, cards. So they had this fight, stabbed, really bad joke.
Well, let's get right to the point. Get it? Because you get a knife and stab the point.
So he does that thing where he goes like, like two claws are out, and he's like, I'm gonna kill you. So yeah, and bam. And judging by that picture, Nightcrawler is dead. I love how she's holding Beast's arm like she did anything. But they killed like all the major enemies in like in the beginning of the comic. Not exactly sure if this is a series, but if it is, then they're not doing too good. So yeah, all of a sudden Rogue comes out of nowhere and she's being controlled by Amanda or something, so she summons the demon thing in a Cyclops' body. Not Cyclops, Colossus. Do you believe in miracles? Yes. It's pretty straightforward. I live. Not for long, you sadistic spirit. So we meet again, Miss Sefton, blah blah blah. She dies. How many of these characters are gonna die? Yeah. And apparently this little portion right here, Storm's hair, is see-through. Oh yeah, one more thing. That's Colossus. That is Colossus. Remember when I said things are unacceptable? This is one of those things. Okay, so there's a really weird onomatopoeia because that doesn't look like it should be there. So yeah, and everybody's happy, and they're not happy, they're trying to kill. What am I saying? And then there's these two pages. Pretty weird. We got Storm's face, and then Wolverine, and punch him in the face, and lifts the car, and there's an arrow here, which probably means that this goes into here. There's another here, and this goes into here, but those are the only arrows on the page. So that probably means that this is supposed to be smaller than it is. I don't really care. Face smash. Oh, this is Japanese. I know where that's going. This is a hentai joke. Okay, so Rogue does this really weird thing where she turns into that lady. It's like, what? It can't be. And then a whoa, exclamation point. So by doing this, she kills him and takes away his life force. And goes like, look at these people. Like, that guy doesn't notice. That guy's not looking, and that guy's just like, Rrr. And then for some reason we see Storm. Jean! Crunk. And talk it out, and then Storm, or Rogue flies off, and they're all staying there, and yeah. Here's another ad for Burger King and toys. You know what's amazing though? These drawings are like perfectly how the position of the toys are. That's weird, because when you see ads like this, it seems like they usually just they just have them like, you know, popping out. They don't really care about the thing. Both Mystique and Storm are like standing on a wall, so that's probably supposed to relate them somehow. I don't know. I never really, since I was okay, this is copyright 02. I was 2 years old when this came out, so I don't know much about the animated TV show. But I can dream. Attention X-Men fans, right now the place to be is Burger King. Why? Because inside every big kid's meal is an X-Men Evolution character just waiting to bust out. Plus you get a unique, fully interactive mini CD-ROM with brand new X-Men dot comic adventures. These dot comics actually bring the comics to your computer. You can collect all 8 and trade with your friends, but only at Burger King restaurant starting January 02 while supplies last. Okay, this is copyrighted in 02, but this magazine, or not magazine, the comic book was released in like December of December of 01. So I guess technically when this came out I was 1. January 2002. I turned 2 then. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention January 3rd was my birthday, so I'm 13 now. I have been for a while, but this year I didn't make a birthday video because last year it was so bad. Burger King, have it your way. I fail to see the need of these dot comics when we got things like this. What do I know? Last but most frickin' definitely not least, we got this kid. Yeah. There are so many things I can point out about this that make it wrong.
1. This kid looks way too excited. And I don't know about you, but I don't think that's gonna go into his mouth.
Enter. Nope. I do not believe that's gonna go into his mouth. But you can dream. And then, for another thing, it like zooms in on the Oreos. Don't really have to do that. I mean, it's not like you can't tell what those are. Oh God! I wish I could just see what's in his New chocolate cream mini Oreo. Tastes so good, take 'em anywhere. Another thing that's wrong. My voice just cracked, puberty. Another thing that's wrong is that he's not really standing on the skateboard. I mean, his foot's in position right here, so maybe someone messed up and was supposed to go on the end of the board, but I don't know. And then I guess he's like jumping or something. Look at his background. I mean, they're all bent. And then the road like tilts, and the house right there just like disappears, and there's no more houses. And X-Men Megaverse. Do I like it? No, I don't. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But like I said, I'm only gonna be reviewing bad comic books. So yeah, it wasn't a good story to me. This is just my opinion, but I don't think it was a good story, and I think that they strayed just a little bit too far from the original series. So yeah.
Have anything you'd like to say, Carl?
No? No, you can do it. Don't have it. Got anything? No? You don't? Okay. Let's see if Carl likes it. No, he doesn't like it. I rate it 1 out of 17. It's time to banish it to its place where bad things go. I hope by this video, click the subscribe button and watch my other videos and go to my other channel, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys later. Deuces.